What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Observant Lineman. I am your Observant Lineman, Uche Nwaneri. The Cleveland Browns are 2-5 and quickly fizzling out of playoff contention in the NFL. Now, I think there is a lot of reasons why the Cleveland Browns have faltered the way they have, but two of the biggest reasons are reasons that often become hallmarks of teams that are unable to garner any success throughout any single football season. And those reasons are penalties and turnovers. Now, the Browns are just coming off a 27-13 beat down by the New England Patriots. And to be honest, it wasn't total beat down. It wasn't a total beat down for the Browns. But once again, we have witnessed a team that is unable to play with any kind of consistency, a team which is unable to be accountable for their actions on the field and find relative harmony within the structure and within the flow of the team, whether it's on offense or defense, special teams, or coaching. These guys have been all over the map. They have had multiple meltdowns, multiple bonehead mistakes that they've made week in and week out. And after losing to the Patriots in a game where they had 3 consecutive plays where they turned the ball over on offense, 2 fumbles and 1 interception, technically speaking, the Cleveland Browns are showing once again why they have been rebuilding since 1962. These guys are quite honestly the most talented, terrible team that I think the NFL has ever seen fielded. There is such a mass of talent on this team. You know, James Dorsey, the general manager for the Cleveland Browns, has actually done a fairly commendable job at building up a roster and getting a number of talented players on the team to give them the best chance to be successful in the NFL. And, you know, at this point in the season, it all looks like it went for naught. Freddie Kitchens is a first-year head coach in the NFL. A guy who has basically been handed the reins to an extremely talented roster within 1 year of actually being in the organization. All within 12 months, he was given, he was a position coach, then a coordinator, and then a head coach. And you know, that's just not how things generally work in the NFL. You know, a guy has to work his way up and show that he can produce in order to be given the opportunity to be a head coach in this league. And this guy has been given that job with little to no earning of stripes to be able to have the privilege to be the head coach of an NFL squad. And it shows. His football IQ is far below average. I mean, let's be honest. His football IQ is not where it needs to be. These guys do not play with any true awareness of situational football, understanding the situation that they're in and being able to operate in a streamlined fashion, making the right kind of calls, making the right kind of plays. It just isn't there. And for everything that goes on in the franchise and being a player that has been on the team that has had a terrible season before, things are going to fall on the head coach. You know, again, I always go back to the 2012 season, 2011, 2012 season in my career when we had Mike Mularkey as our head coach. I mean, this was a guy who did not deserve to be a head coach in Jacksonville. And we had a team that was very talented. We had a team that was flush with talent, had a 2-time Pro Bowl running back, and we were just 1 win away from the playoffs in the previous season. So there was a fair amount of hype going into our 2011-2012 season, and it all just floundered out within the first 5 weeks of the year, within the first 5 weeks of the NFL season. I mean, it was ugly. And this is the same thing that they're experiencing in Cleveland. You have calls that make no sense. Why are you running these trick plays against a defense like the New England Patriots? Mayfield trying to do a little forward lateral on some kind of fake, and it got picked off by the defensive end. Nick Chubb gets the ball kicked out of his hands by his own offensive lineman, which is no real fault of his own, but that is the kind of thing that happens to a team that is underperforming. All kinds of crazy, unbelievable circumstances play out because that is the hill that you are rolling down. Nick Chubb gets the ball kicked out of his hands, and that ball gets scooped and scored. This guy is a great runner, no doubt. He's a good running back, a Pro Bowl level runner. He gets the ball, he breaks out in the middle of the field. He's to the races for what looks like it's gonna be a touchdown. And the one thing that all running back coaches teach their running backs is when you break free, when you have people chasing you, when you're running with the ball, you wanna have that claw grip on the football. Matter of fact, I got a football right here. I was at the Jacksonville 25th anniversary alumni gathering, and they gave me a ball. They gave me a nice 25th year anniversary ball. When a running back is holding the ball, they have to have the claw. That's what they call it, the claw, where the running back has in between their index and their middle finger, the tip of the ball, and it's hugged into their bicep, in between their shoulder. And, these guys are able to hold on to the ball because if you try to hit it out, try to punch it out, it's not coming out. Nick Chubb is running with the ball just like this, nice and easy, nice and loose. And what happens 40 yards down the field? Somebody knocks the ball out of his hand. So again, these type of things happen when you're a terrible team. These type of things happen when you don't have good football IQ. These type of things happen when you don't have the leadership coming from your coaches and the instruction coming from your coaches to allow you to play at your highest level and to play without thinking. That's something that we always talked about in football was, you've gotten to the point of professional excellence when you are able to play the game without thinking. You play faster when you're not thinking. When you play faster when you're reacting, when things are second nature, when muscle memory kicks in and keeps you within your lane and keeps you moving on a straight line from goal line to goal line. And we didn't have that at all when we were in Jacksonville in the year we went 2-14. And I'm seeing a lot of the same things happen here with the Cleveland Browns because they're a team that is playing like they don't know how to play football. It's a very sad thing. It's not something that, anyone likes to see a player have to go through. But unfortunately, when you have teams like Cleveland, when you have teams like Miami who are just not playing with the kind of awareness that you would expect or you would hope from a professional football team, these type of things happen. And Freddie Kitchens has got to be feeling a little bit of that heat. The Cleveland Browns have got to be feeling a little bit of that heat in the kitchen. They might want to get out while they can because the first-year head coach who has not been able to prove that he has the wherewithal to lead a highly talented roster the way that he has doesn't deserve to be coaching in this league. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the Observant Lineman, Uche Nwaneri. Appreciate you guys checking out this video. I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.